What is up, everybody? Crypto Spike here. Back again. We're going to talk a little bit more about EXP Asset and what exactly can this do for you? What will you get out of this? What is the benefit of being here? Because let's face it, why put money into something if you don't know what the benefits are? Am I right? All right. So looking over here, you can see I've got two different wallets. I've got my profit wallet and I've got my wallet. Now the difference between this is basically this is what you earn throughout the week. Now on Friday, everything you've earned here transfers over into here. Now, from me literally doing nothing more than sitting on my butt and just letting this thing run on its own, I've already made $5. And that's off my $100 matrix plan. So, and it pays out, you earn it daily, Monday through Friday, just during the regular office hours where they're actually active in trading. So that's how you get your 1% daily. And I mean, that's it. I've done nothing else. I haven't put anything else into this. I haven't even, this isn't even anything from referrals. This is just what I've gotten by being invested $100 into the binary. And, if you haven't really noticed here, let's go over and, in case you've been hiding under a rock all week, I mean, look at the price here of Bitcoin to US dollar. I mean, it's gone to the toilet right now. So $100 worth of Bitcoin. It's so much. It's so much easier and cheaper. I mean, you get so much more for it right now, and this is a great time to get in, just when crypto's nice and cheap. So, why not get in now? Why not get something that's going to start generating you more Bitcoin? Because when it's low now, but you make $5 a Bitcoin in a week, and then Bitcoin takes off, and we go from $36.65 to $7,000. Well, guess what? Your $5 per week turned into $10 per week because of that. That's what you've been earning in Bitcoin. So there's no time at the present to start accumulating more coin. I mean, everybody keeps saying, "Oh, the next bull run's around the corner." Well, who knows when the corner is going to get here? But when it does, you know who's going to make the most? You know who's going to be poised to make the most? The people who are ready for it. The people who've accumulated. The people who have gotten themselves in a position to take advantage of the market when it turns around. So, that's Discord. I don't need to go to Discord. Where am I going to? Oh, there we are. EXP Asset. Old habits die hard. I'm tabbing over to Discord multiple times a day just to keep up on all sorts of stuff. But anyway, my internet habits aren't really what the focus here. What the focus is EXP Asset. And I talked about this a little bit before, and I was trying to cram a lot into one video just to kind of give you guys a nice primer, just to walk you through it. But really, what things really come down to is just being able to spend a little more time here. And what I really want to show you guys is just for $125. This is what I've got. And again, I kind of touched off this before, but if you look at all these, we start from the very basics, the core, principles of technical analysis, and you get a full-on. Well, this is gonna take a little bit to load. My internet connection is crap, so okay, that's in Polish, so not gonna load any faster in Polish. I really wish these. Okay, well. You get just quick little lessons here and there. Okay, here's a 3-minute, 18-minute video on the types of charts. Come on, internet, don't embarrass me here. Come on.
Over the years, the CFD market has grown exponentially, which has led to a quite dynamic increase in its popularity among investors.
There we go.
In order to help investors with trading and the analysis of the market participants' behavior, dedicated platforms have been developed. One of the most popular platforms is MetaTrader 4. It offers, for example, 3 basic price charts, which are used most often by investors. For quite some time, it was the line chart that was...
Yeah, I don't want to show you too much here just because I don't know what's considered proprietary and what's, this is just an example. Try to give you the most harmless one that's probably mostly just, no duh information for most people in the know. But if you want to learn how to trade, how great is it to learn how to trade and get paid for doing it? Your $100, this is the 25 because this is the back over here. Yeah, this is the M25 right here, the instructions. So for $25, you learn how to trade. $25, you get all those lessons. They'll teach and they'll walk through everything on there. And it'll walk you through how to do technical analysis and stuff. And don't I don't put a whole lot of faith in technical analysis. I do think it does have a purpose, but at some point you can't rely on it. You can't sit there and say, well, because this and this is showing up on here, this is what's going to happen. You're using yesterday's newspaper to tell you what's going to happen tomorrow. And that doesn't always work. Yes, you can detect a trend, and yes, you can, and the trend is your friend. You'll hear that repeated by plenty of traders, and that's really the biggest thing you want to learn is how to spot a trend and know where things are going to go. But at the same time, there is some useful knowledge to be gained in technical analysis, and I'm not going to say you write off everything on there because it does have its place. I've known a couple of people who've done some technical analysis before, and they've actually done surprisingly very right on their predictions of a lot of things. And it's a tool, and if nothing else, it'll tell you. If nothing else, it won't tell you necessarily what the market's going to do, but it'll tell you what everybody else doing technical analysis is going to do, and you can at least be prepared for their moves. Because if you got Johnny Trader over there saying, well, because of the MACD this and the RSI that, well, it's going to do this, you could sit there and at least anticipate his moves, and that'll help you at least in your trading to know what everybody else is going to do. Can help you ride the trend and everything else. But regardless, there's still there's still a lot of stuff on here that's worth knowing just for basic trading. And especially, margin trading is one thing, but if you want to sit there, if you want to go into, Bittrex or Binance or whatever and trade shitcoin pairs and stuff like that, these are all things that everybody on there uses to make their trades. So, and then again here, the crypto analysis, and this is really the big package of the two for your, for your 125 investment. They got another one. It's actually there was actually another webinar being recorded today. But you get, and I think I showed a little clip on here, and I don't want to get too much of these because I know these are pretty much these are pretty proprietary, and I think if anything, it will get me in trouble with for sharing stuff that's not supposed to be shared outside of investors. This would probably be it, but yeah, you have all these these weekly webinars pretty much, and they analyze the crypto market as a whole. So you're getting paid to learn from real traders. It's what kind of opportunity do you have out there? You can go onto Udemy or whatever, any of those online course or whatever, and you can pay them for a course to teach you how to trade. But wouldn't you rather get paid back? Wouldn't you rather put in $100 and at the end of 100 days have $120 or $125 in your pocket? You get your 125%, or no, it's 120. Yeah, so you get your 120% back, and for learning, you get all your money back and then some, and you get knowledge out of the deal. It's a great trade-off, I think. And like I said, this is a result of me basically putting my money in here. I made one video and I just kind of set it and forget it. I really haven't touched it. I haven't done anything really aside from the last video. I haven't done anything, put anything else into this since then, and I made $5 just sitting around doing nothing. So it's nice. It's the binary, nice passive income. Now you get into the matrix plan here, and the cool thing about these is you'll start. If you get people underneath you, if you get people signed up from you, and remember, I do have spillover. So my affiliation. Let's see here. I've got 181 descendants now. So at some point, you got to figure that all my spillover is going to start becoming your spillover. When that happens, that's when you start making money. So there's absolutely no time like the present to jump in on this now, because this has been going for 18 months. This is just now starting to gain traction in the U.S. and this is going to be, I don't call it the next BitConnect because we all know what happened with BitConnect, but this is going to be one of the next big platforms easily, because it offers you value beyond just what you're getting back out of it, and and that's value in form of the education you get. So, like I said, if you want to get on this now, why wait till later? Why wait till Bitcoin is finally rebounding and the bull market is finally starting to come back again? Why wait that long to start accumulating? Accumulate now and be ready for the bull run when it happens. You'll be glad you did. Who won the last people, or what people won big in the last bull run? The people who were in earlier. The guys who bought Ethereum when it was $5 a coin. I don't care if if it was down to what was it, 81 or whatever the low was. I don't care that it hit that. If you spent $5,000 and bought Ethereum at $5 a coin, even at 80, at $80 a coin, your return is huge. I'm not gonna sit there and try to do the numbers in my head, but let's just say that turning $5 into $80 is a pretty big deal. Doing it 5,000 times over, yeah, that's a hell of a win in by anybody's measure. So, and again, I'm not saying you have to go out and throw $5,000 into anything here, but those are the guys who made their money. Especially when Ethereum hit I think it hit almost $1,200 at one point. Yeah, if your $5 Ethereum tokens went up to $1,200, yeah, you'd be patting yourself pretty heavily on the back. And the guys who bought Bitcoin, and now I'm not even talking about the guys who bought it way back when. I'm talking about the people who jumped in July or August, when it was right around the $2,000 mark, I think, of last year or of 2017. I'm still in the 2018 mindset, but right around there, when it was around $2,000 to $3,000. When it ran up past $10,000, you better believe those guys were probably breaking their arms, patting themselves on the back for making a good call. So the moral of the story here is the ones who win in any bull run are the ones who are in earlier. Now, how do you make the most out of being in earlier? By stuff like this, by stuff that's going to start accumulating you more passively. And that's the goal here. The goal is passive income. The goal is to set this and forget this. Yeah, I know I'm not going to go out and buy a yacht on my $1 a day, but you know what I'm not doing? I'm not worrying about whether or not my money's coming back to me. I'm seeing it every day happening here. So, and yeah, I know I've got to do the verification. I had to order a new driver's license. I broke my old one, and apparently that's not acceptable when it's got a big piece of tape in the middle and half of it's illegible. So I got a cheap state driver's license, and it finally broke, and now I'm getting the upgraded one here. So anyway, so until I have a new license, I can't finish my know your customer thing. That's the only thing I'm missing is my picture ID. But they actually rejected it because it looked like shit, and I don't blame them. It actually kind of looked like, let's just say my state's IDs already kind of looked, the old ID that my state had already looked kind of fake, and yeah, that plus the big piece of tape down the middle and everything didn't really help it. So anyway, I'm digressing. Yeah, like I said, $5 doing nothing. Now, if I get this thing to grow and I start, and people start coming in and joining underneath me, and you know what, like I said, there's no harm in joining under somebody, especially somebody who's got a strong upline, and I've got a very strong upline. So, jumping in here and buying into this is absolutely, under my link is absolutely a great deal, because you don't want to solo a program like this. This is not meant to maverick. This is meant to be networked. Networking is your friend here. If you got friends, I'm kind of interested in crypto, jump in here. Just tell them, you know what? Just throw in $25, throw in $125. Just throw in a little bit here, get something out of it, and go from there. You want to get into crypto. You want to learn. You want to learn more about crypto. All right, or it might help if I clicked what I was doing here. Get them in here. Get it. All right. 100. Here's your instructions. Do you want to learn about crypto? Boom. Here's everything you need to know about how to trade it. You want to learn more? Here's an analysis. Get your buddies who are passive, who are somewhat interested in crypto. Get them in here. You got friends who are definitely interested in crypto, but they're not on this. Well, there's your downline right there. Anybody who's at all interested in crypto, or even just making money passively. And that's the other thing too, is that's how BitConnect got so big with a lot of people, is the fact that half the people in BitConnect didn't know anything about Bitcoin or crypto or anything else. They just knew that this makes me money. You would be amazed how many people will jump on here just for the chance to make money passively. Who doesn't want to have their computer? Who doesn't want to wake up in the morning, shake their laptop, and have money fall out of it? That doesn't literally happen, obviously, but you get what I'm alliterating at here, is just the fact that who doesn't want something that every day log in and just say, hey, I made another X amount of dollars. Cool. Back to bed. You're sitting there working your daily grind. You have the job you barely tolerate. Knowing that this is in the background there, just generating a little extra, and maybe at the end of the month you'll cash out there and treat yourself to something nice, something that your job maybe wasn't going to allow you to do. It's stuff like that. And these are the people who will invest in this beyond just the people who know crypto. You don't have to know crypto for programs like this, and that's the big benefit here. Is you don't need to be a crypto expert. You don't need to be a trading guru. You just need to have an interest in passive income. So Anyway, that's it for today. If you like the video, please please click the like button and subscribe below. There's definitely going to be more coming. And leave a comment. Tell me what you think. And we will catch you later. See ya.